Disclaimer. So most of you guys are going to get angry with me. Some people will think that's not how you play support ET, but I play ET as a position 5 and position 4, but with a twist. The twist is that as the game progresses, I make carry items. I get the hit damage items. I like to 2-shot, 3-shot enemies. So as the game progresses, I buy my core items as a support, but I always do the wardings, pulling, fighting with the team. As ET is a team hero, all of his abilities can be dodged easily because it takes time to activate. So that's the main problem of playing ET. But once you get used to him, with your team you can easily set up and you can fight. Let's follow the guide and let's learn how to play my way. Hi guys, this is
your enemy will miss that middle tower.
I am an immortal player and I play ET only. He's the only hero which made me climb immortal rank. Currently I'm in immortal rank, and I decided to make this guide because people are asking me how do I play, what item I build. So let me tell you about my stats. I played this hero 1034 games, out of which I have the 59.2% win rate, and my last few games were pretty good. I was owning them because the new buff is really strong. This is my ET hotkeys. Everything is in quick cast. I love quick cast. My spirit is in group 2. So to control the spirit, I double tap on 1 to select my hero. I double tap on number 2 to select my spirit. I also control both of them simultaneously. To do that, you send the spirit. You just control the hero, and then you use your D key. If you're comfortable with D key, you can. They recently give you the move Astral key. You can control the spirit from that, or you can just W your hero like this. I'm just controlling both. As you can see, I just switch from key binding 1 to 1 2. So I'm used to the
that all-important middle tower of yours.
Before we didn't have this key. So let me tell you about his abilities. So his first ability is called Stomp. It's a channeling ability. When you use the first skill, it channels and then it slips enemy. ET doesn't stun, it slips. So when you hit the enemy for some threshold, they're gonna wake up. So right now it says my threshold is 700 because I have gotten the talent from the tree. Otherwise it would have been around 350 or 250 something. Yeah, 250. So if you hit them for more than 250 damage, they're gonna wake up if you haven't taken the talent. So when you use the stomp, as you can see, the enemies are slip. I mean neutral groups are slip. Same goes for the enemy. If you hit them, you're going to get slip. But if you're gonna hit them with spell or right click damage, they're gonna wake up. So when ET uses his first skill and the spirit is inside him, he does magical as well as physical damage. So as you can see, it says storm damage is 255. It's gonna increase by another 255 because the spirit gonna do the 255 damage. So it's gonna be around 560 damage. So his second ability is called if you use a W and hit and you put your cursor somewhere on the map, it's gonna pop up. Now ET will do only half the damage because the spirit is outside. You can control the spirit. On the spirit you can use the Echo Stomp and you can use the Astral return key. So if you press the W key again, it's gonna return to ET. Send the spirit and put it on top of enemy, and you just hit Q. It's gonna slip them. The important part about his second skill is that when you hit any creeps, enemy creeps, neutral creeps, enemy heroes, illusion, it's gonna give you some movement speed buff and damage buff. Hit first neutral clips, and then I'm gonna hit the heroes, and I'm gonna hit the neutral camps. You can see the damage, how much damage I get. Now I have 32 damage, plus 32, now I have 443. As you can see, I got the buff, and also my movement speed is increasing. It's 542 as I got the buff from 2 neutral creeps and enemy heroes. Now as you can see, without the buff I have 390 movement speed. Also I have this facet called momentum, which basically gives me attack speed from my movement speed. Now I'm gonna send the spirit to only enemy heroes, and I'm gonna show you how much damage buff I get. As you can see, I only have 353 damage buff now, and also 506. Earlier it used to be around 443 something and 542. So why do we buy Facebook? You buy Facebook because now I have 390 movement speed and my spirit has 425 movement speed. But if I use my Facebook, I get 468 and my spirit gets 503. So the spirit will move faster if you use your Facebook first and then you send out your spirit. You can also send your spirit way too far, and you can call it back, and then you can just stomp it. So this is very good, you know, to outplay enemies, because you're not just sending the spirit and then just pressing this stomp. So you just send it behind them and then just pull it and stomp. So most of the time I hit those stomp, and enemy will never know that you're gonna play like that way, so you can easily fool them. Also, you can delay the spirit from coming to you. I'll show it to you. As you can see, I hit the W key again, and then I just QS and then like that. Now I'm just gonna pull in, and then I'm gonna hit QS. It's gonna delay the spirit from coming to you, which is very good. So for example, someone is chasing your teammate and you need the buff, so you just delay the spirit and you get their damage buff. You get the buff from them. So you just QS. Here's another tip I want to give it to you. As if you're playing on bot lane, which is a safe lane. First you're gonna use the Facebook, then you're gonna take out your spirit and then send it through the pin gate. You can literally control the spirit. You can hit 2-3 camps and then position yourself in such a way that spirit will hit all the creeps. Also you can sleep enemy mid laner if you want to, and you can get buff in that way. Now let's talk about this third skill, which is natural order passive. So when you are near the enemy, you can see they are getting some aura, which is a debuff for them. You are removing their magic resistance and base magic resistance and base physical resistance. Now since I am far from them, you don't see the aura, and as you can see they have the base physical resistance 60 and magic 35. If I am near them, they have none. If enemies opener buys pipe, crimson guard, assault cuirass, you cannot remove the armor buff, the magical buff you're getting from those items, but you can only remove the base magic resistance and armor. Facet, the deconstruction facet is really good because now it has been buffed. So earlier what used to happen, if you're near the enemy, now they have 0 physical and magic resistance, so each second they are going to get negative armor and negative magic resistance, and it's gonna stay. If you're above them for 20 seconds, they're gonna get minus 20 magic armor, magic rest, and minus 20 armor. But earlier what used to happen was, if you go away from them, the negative buff will just get removed instantly. But now it just stays there, and it reduces by each second, so it's very good. If the spirit is near the enemy, You can see they only have their magic resistance removed. So spirit is all about magic and the hero is all about
Your bottom
physical.
tower is under attack.
Same goes for the hero. If the spirit is somewhere far and you just send your hero, you are going to reduce
Your
their
bottom tower
physical
is under
armor.
attack.
That's it. Now his ultimate. His ultimate is very strong. It's a BKB piercing ability. It also does physical and magical damage. So for enemies like Enigma with BKB black hole, you can disrupt his black hole because your ult do a small stun. Your ult has a very long range and it does a HP as a damage. So if you have refresher and there is enemy, you put your ult, refresh ult, you're gonna just 100 to 0 them. As you can see, I'm gonna hit the ult. Now they're gonna take their half the damage. If I use the ult, you can also hit the ult behind you. If I remember correctly, the radius is around 300 or something, or 30. I didn't remember, but you can just hit the ult and just stun them and give them damage. How does the shard work? I love shard so much. You don't need blink dagger. Basically what shard, now it's normal cast, but if I do alt cast, you can just press alt and Q,
Your
or you
middle
can just
tower
right
is
click
under
it
attack.
and you send the spirit to enemy and you stomp.
You realize
You're
your
gonna
middle
switch
tower is
places
under
with the stomp, which is very good for your combo. So you send the spirit, you just
defend your middle
ult,
tower.
and then you just ult. Another thing I want to tell you about is that when you buy aghanim scepter and you hit enemy heroes, you're going to get 2 seconds of BKB. That's why I always buy the item. The item is obviously my third item most of the game. You can stack camp with ET very easily. When the timer is 53, you just send the
Enemy's bottom tower is down.
and that's how
Tell me when it's
you stack the insta camp, and you can help your carry get more farm. So I'm gonna tell you about my item build. I have this guide of mine. You can follow this guide. I'm gonna put the link on my description. I start with two tango, two iron branch, blood grenade, and then windlass. After getting those items, I just buy magic wand, and then I rush Facebook because, as I told you, it helps your spirit to move faster. And then I get aghanim scepter. I also told you why aghanim scepter is good, because you get BKB. Enemy can't do anything to you. Then I buy Mask of Madness because more attack speed means you're gonna hit them harder, more damage. Also the momentum facet is
Your
that
top tower is under attack.
it keeps your attack speed from as movement speed. So items like, if you're playing this facet, make sure
Your
you
top
get
tower is under attack.
these items which gives you movement speed. So right now I have 233 attack speed, as you can see.
Defend your top tower.
Now it's 225.
You just lost your top tower.
So if I use my face boot, if I use my Mask of Madness, you can see I have 375 movement speed. And then when I get buff from the spirit, it's gonna be more. It's easily you get moonshot attack speed with this build pretty quickly. I'm gonna show you a gameplay of mine, how I lane. I hope you will learn something. I hope this guide is helpful. I don't know if I missed something, but I feel like I missed a lot of things, and this is my first guide, so I hope you can understand me. Also, here is a tip for spirit. You can put a sentry ward on the ground, and you can just use your spirit to check active vision. Same for Roshan, but put it on a twin gate and you can check Roshan. There's something I forgot to tell you. If enemies are running in an area like this, the stairs, you can just use your ult, and it's gonna hit them very hard. If the enemies are chasing you, you can just go on a high ground like this, and you just channel your ult, and it's gonna strip them. You can then TP up. ET counter AG heroes like Terror Blade, Slark, Morphling. ET is very good against Meepo, because Meepo, Arc Warden, Lone Druid, because you get multiple damage from them. Arc Warden, clone, alt clone gives you hero damage, so you get 2 hero damage from Arc Warden.
Defend your
The
top
Meepo
tower.
gives you 5 hero damage. The Lone Druid bear gives you hero damage, so you get 2 hero damage from Lone Druid, 5 hero damage from Meepo, 2 hero damage from Arc Warden. So if enemy has Arc Warden, Meepo, Lone Druid, you are literally Lone Druid and 2 more sub, you're gonna get like 1000 damage. I already 983 damage from this.
Hey, why not?
I will be having around 300 something damage. I'm gonna show you my gameplay and let's go with it. Hi guys, so this is the gameplay part. I forgot about something. I go the deconstruction FACET when I have so many magic dealers, magic damage dealer. Like I have Lena on my team, I have Stomp Spirit on my team. I get this because you can give the enemy negative magic resistance with your spirit from very far. So you don't have to be close to them. You can just select your spirit and press the M key on your keyboard and let it follow the enemy hero. It's gonna follow the enemy hero. So now you're gonna see me playing as ET with the deconstruction FACET. So basically what I'm doing, I try to hit the creep wave and I try to hit both the hero. As they have blocked the camp, so I'm blocking it and I just block their camp. And then I hit the Murta, I hit the creeps, and then I hit the Purge as I have 46 damage. So I just right click the enemy, and when I see my spirit buff is about to end, I just go back. So rinse and repeat the same step. Here's one more thing. You can also use your extra Daedalus damage to to deny creeps during laning stage. Also, I try to get a kill on Purge. As you can see, I have 103 damage. I can just free-shot the enemy heroes, and also I have this FACET. Now you can see Murta is having negative 5 armor. It's negative 7 armor now. So I'm just chasing the Murta. Here we try to go on Purge again because I have so much damage. And Murta helped me to get the kill. See, by the time you're level 3, you are the strongest hero in the game. The enemy on the lane can't do anything to you. Also, as you can see, I'm rushing Facebook because that's my usual build. If you want to know, I have my own build, you can follow it. I just keep trying to go on the enemy heroes. And I just with my damage. I have 10 armor, so I don't get scared from the tower.
Mega double kill!
As the timer is about to hit 53 seconds, 6:53, I just put my spirit on that cam and I just pull the creep wave. That's what I taught you in the tutorial, right? Before the gameplay. Also, here's one more thing about my build. When I play deconstruction, I try to max my passive. After that, I go for my W build. No, I mean the spirit. We just entered the game with 8-0 and 9. Hi guys, this is another gameplay of mine where I'm playing as hard support. The reason I got the deconstruction because I have SF on my team. He reduces enemy armor. I have Hotkeys, we can jump on enemy, and my spirit can follow. He can do lots of magic damage with the negative magic ray. Also, once I get my shard, I can just jump on the enemy and then I can reduce their armor. So all I'm doing is, getting spirit damage, blocking enemy, pulling my creeps to the neutral camp, and just harassing enemies. That's how I usually play. And as you can see, enemy is not coming close to us because the camps are blocked. They're scared of me because I just hit them. I don't fear anything. I just go on them. As you can see, this is my usual build. But when I pick the deconstruction, I max my neutral order. after my Q is level 3, because with the Q level 3 you can easily set up your ult. My whole team is top, so I decided to go top. I got it at 26 minutes, pretty okay. So I put my spirit near the pin gate to
Radiant's
check
middle
if
tower
enemies
is
are
under
there.
attack.
I use my I sent my spirit there because it's gonna to reduce the enemy magic resistance, and my assets will hit his power for more damage. Then I put my ult, and then we got 1 or 2 on them. I just have my spirit, and then I try to split with the Luna has negative 15 magic resist, so that's why it's so good. The spirit, and I'm very far, and I'm trying to use my spirit and trying to chase the Luna with it. It's gonna reduce their magic resistance. Here you can see Luna is having minus 17 magic resistance, negative magic resistance.